Hello Physical Fiends, it is Jordan here with a nice promo that's going on at VGP right now. They have a buy two, get one free special that is live right now. It is not every single item in their store, that would be a bit too nuts, but it is a selection of over 200 physical games. I have linked the full list down below in the description and pinned comment if you fancy a browse, but I've picked out some of my highlights just to make sure you will get the cheapest one of the bunch for free. So it is best to group them together with similar prices so you make the most out of it. No point buying two expensive collector's editions and following up with a $20 game. You're kind of wasting the opportunity there, but obviously, most importantly of all, just buy what you actually want for your collection and maybe you want to play. Romancing SaGa Minstrel Song Remastered International, this is available in 3 editions. On both Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 5, they have the standard release alongside the special edition, which is the same price but has exclusive artwork and a couple of extra goodies. This was also exclusive to Video Games Plus, it is their special version. There's also the big collector's edition, which has a steel case, postcards and an art book. The game itself is a JRPG from Square Enix, originally released on the PlayStation 2. It's a slightly more weird take compared to something like Final Fantasy or Dragon Quest, but it is quite open, and everyone will take a different path depending on which character they pick and who they choose to recruit. Not the best, but it is rather interesting. MACROSS Shooting Insight took a decent while for it to arrive in North America physically. This is a variety shmup based on the popular anime, and it's definitely one for fans of that since there are large story segments between the shmup stages. It tries a little bit of everything, not completely successfully, but you know, interesting. Part of this promo is the standard edition, but again, there is VGP's special edition, which is exclusive to them. It is the same price as the standard edition, but has reversible cover art, a game guide, and an acrylic standee. Might as well get that one. But then there's also the collector's edition, which has a steel case, game soundtrack, coins, and a double-sided poster. This is on Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 5. There was a standard PlayStation 4 release in Europe, but that is not part of this promo. Mamorukun ReCurse, let's stick with the shmups, eh? This one is slightly more old school, but not by much, an arcade shmup from 2008, just when you thought arcade shmups didn't exist anymore. This ReCurse edition is a remaster, and it is an interesting title. It is a vertical shmup, but the player controls the scrolling. And overall, it's supposed to be very good, even the definitive version of this game. It's on Switch and PlayStation 5 in the standard edition. There is also a collector's edition available on both of those consoles, but sadly, I don't think it's part of the buy two, get one free promo. Touhou Lunar Nights is a fantastic little Metroidvania. Get past the ugly choice of artwork for the standard retail release, and you've got yourself a very well-made example of the genre. It's from Team Ladybug, who just don't miss. They made Drainus and the Record of Loda Swore, that Metroidvania as well. Great visuals and great gameplay to back it up. They mixed together very nicely. Now, this release took a while to come out in North America. It was a Japanese import exclusive for a good while, but if you were patient, now is a good time to pick it up. They still have the standard Switch physical available as well as the collector's edition for Switch and PlayStation 5, which has much more palatable box art. It also includes a steelbook, double soundtrack CD, as well as more alternative covers, which you should definitely use. Under Defeat. Honestly, I didn't plan on choosing this many shmups, it just happens that they seem to be the best deals. This is another old school arcade shmup that's done the rounds on various consoles over the years before landing on the Switch and PlayStation 5. It is quite a bit more gritty than most, very explosive and very satisfying. It's available on both Switch and PlayStation 5 in a standard edition. Gimmick and Gimmick 2 are 2 separate releases. The first Gimmick is only available on PlayStation 4, at least in this promo, whereas the second game is available on Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 5. Cute, adorable platformers. One was originally an NES game, one of the biggest hidden gems available, whereas 2 is a much more modern sequel with an art style that's a little bit too clean, but the gameplay hits rather well. If you're craving something that's similar to, you know, old school Kirby, well, this will scratch that itch for sure. Before I get into the second half of this video, if you have appreciated it so far, then hit that subscribe button. It will be the best thing you do today. I promise you, not only do you get discounts videos like these, but new announcements, you get opinions, you get alerts on rare game restocks, everything a physical collector needs. Subscribe. Aggelos, I'm surprised they included this in the promo. The PS4 version, sure, why not? It's ancient. But the Switch version literally only just released a couple of weeks back. Yeah, there's a bit of a story behind that. So years and years ago, there was a Switch physical of this game, but it only released in Europe. Then, for some reason, some very nice reason, VGP exclusively made a North American release for it on Nintendo Switch, literally like a decade apart. And it is considered a bit of a hidden gem. It was a game many wanted to import from Europe due to its charming retro gameplay, similar to the Wonder Boy series. Very nice, very satisfying. Rushing Beat X Return of Brawl Brothers hasn't been out too long in North America either, but you can get a proper Nintendo Switch 2 physical for free? What? That's amazing! Yes, this is on Nintendo Switch 2 on a proper cartridge and PlayStation 5. It's even available in its Standard Edition, as well as its Steelbook Edition. This is a beat-em-up from a series that started on the Super Nintendo. It is a 4th game, and like its predecessors, it's got a bit of a charming jank to it. Voidwrought. This came out barely over a month ago on Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 5, but here it is, potentially free. This is a 2D Metroidvania with some Lovecraftian cosmic horror as a theme. It features some nice hand-drawn artwork. Apparently the start is a little slow to get going, but once you're in for a good time with lots of enemies, bosses, and relics to equip. The Standard Edition is available in this promo, as is the Collector's Edition too, for both consoles. And this Collector's Edition includes a soundtrack CD, a patch, magnets, a pin, and of course, the game itself. Broken Sword, Shadow of the Templars Reforged. I love this game, and so potentially to get it for free, that seems like a win. This is a remastering of the point-and-click adventure game classic, and it's not bad timing either, considering the second game just had a successful Kickstarter campaign, and that remaster should be coming out later this year. Now is a good time to see where the adventure started. This is available in the Standard Edition for Switch and PlayStation 5, but there's also VGP's exclusive Special Edition available too, which is the same price but includes a little keychain as a bonus, although that's probably going to be sold out by the time this video goes out. Sadly, the European imports of the PlayStation 4 and Xbox physicals are not included in this promo for whatever reason. Earth Defense Force 5 EDF. I have been playing some EDF recently, so this little PS4 curiosity caught my eye. If you want some mindless fun, riddling space bugs full of holes, then you cannot go wrong with this. I just wish more of these came to the West on Nintendo Switch. I was playing the Japanese Switch release of the second game like the other day. It was just so much fun. Now this promo is going on until either stocks last or until Monday the 18th of May. So you've got a week essentially to grab what you want. Those are my picks, but I've linked all of them down below for you to browse. Remember, VGP have free worldwide shipping on orders over 75 Canadian bucks, which is like 55 American dollars, plus any purchase made via any of my links below greatly helps support me and this channel in the best way possible. I thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care.